What is up, everyone? Today we're showcasing a really interesting team in Open Great League. Cofagrigus, Drapion and Mandibuzz. This team was not of my own creation. It was shown to me by Arrow, a really good streamer on Twitch. And when he showed me this team, I really wasn't expecting it to perform that well. You know, it has some big weaknesses, especially like a Stunfisk in the back. Bastiodon, really like seeing this team. Altaria can be a lot of trouble. Even Azumarill could be kind of a pain if it doesn't get lined up with the Drapion. However, he really proved me wrong by going 46-9 with this team. Yes, you're right. Arrow went 46-9 with this squad. So I had to try it out as well. And I did insanely good as well. I think I got 18 wins, 1 draw, and 6 losses on the first day I tried it, which was pretty ridiculous. Again, a team by Arrow. Go check him out on Twitch because he's just a really good player. Really unique playstyle as well that I really can't quite describe. You're really gonna have to see it for yourself, so go check him out. Anyway, I'm not running the same moves as he is. He's running Dark Pulse on Cofagrigus instead of Psychic. And I'm running Dark Pulse on Mandibuzz instead of Foul Play, which he would recommend. And I think Dark Pulse is definitely the way to go on Cofagrigus. Actually, after playing this team for a day, I really didn't see much use in Psychic in this particular team comp. Dark Pulse would have been really nice as just a move you get there to there like slightly faster. I do, however, recommend Dark Pulse. I think Dark Pulse Mandibuzz is so nice because the Dark Pulse just does slightly more damage. Anyway, this first game is looking to be very close because they have an Azumarill in the back, and I do have a Cofagrigus in the back, but they still have a good health Ferrothorn as well, with some energy too. Also, before we move on further with the commentary, if you end up enjoying this video, by the way, consider hitting the like and the subscribe because it does really help out the channel. Anyway, this matchup, and we all know it, it's not great for Mandibuzz. It's actually really bad. They play rough me. I don't think I do die. Yeah, this will be quite close. Because Shadow Ball from this range would not knock him out just yet. I don't think this is a Hydro, so I'm gonna no shield it. Because they can still take a play rough. And they're definitely getting to another move. I'm gonna throw the Shadow Ball here right before they can get to another play rough. This doesn't knock him out though. It really doesn't knock him out. And they still have Ferrothorn in the back as well. Get off a couple more Shadow Claws. Ooh, I don't think they'll be able to get to the play rough anymore because they need one more bubble. Go for the Shadow Ball on the Ferrothorn. This is a Mirror Shot Ferrothorn as well, so they'll get to the moves quite quickly. But if I'm right, I think they need 3 more Bullet Seeds. And I only need 4 more Shadow Claws to get to my move. So that's right before they get to the Mirror Shot. The timer is up as well. And I think the Azumarill is a 1 Shadow Claw down range. Come on, that should hit before the bubble. We take him out at 1 HP, let's go. Alright, horrible lead with the Coffin into the Mandibuzz. We're bringing the Drapion against this. In comes the Nidoqueen. And it's just gonna be time to spam those crunches. Again, this moveset on Drapion is kind of interesting, to be honest. I used to be a big advocate that if you ran Drapion, you basically had to run Aqua Tail. I always thought that was basically Drapion's niche. Otherwise, you know, Skuntank or Muk just do the role better. But after playing Drapion with this moveset for a little bit, I think this is really good moveset because it just gets to those moves so quickly. And with this moveset, it's very like consistent against something like a Sableye as well, where Alolan Muk and Skuntank can actually kind of struggle. So yes, this moveset's actually kind of good. And I think in this team, you definitely want Crunch Sludge Bomb. I actually got the drop on the Nidoqueen, so they're forced to switch out if they want to save it, which clearly they do. But they're bringing their Jellicent against my Drapion, which is just wild, because I just get to 2 crunches here and knock them out. They still have a Mandibuzz as well, but with my own Mandibuzz in the back, I should be so fine. I even get to this crunch. Look how spammy Drapion is. It's just insane, I'm just gonna switch to Cofagrigus right here to clear my debuff, but yeah, they know it's over. They know I don't have anything weak to Mandibuzz in the back, so they concede, and it's a good game. I'm glad they conceded right there because the Mandibuzz mirror is so incredibly boring. Especially since we're both running Snarl. Yeah, that'd be very boring, so I'm glad they quit out right there. Alright, Azumarill Lead. This is not bad. Cofagrigus does generally win this. Especially if you shoot up the Hydro Pump like I do right here. And I love seeing it here, actually. I really love seeing it here, because then Mandibuzz gets to avoid it. However, there could possibly be like a Stunfisk in the back still, and that'd be kind of painful. But at this point, I'm just gonna have to let this move go. I don't want to go shields down. I really want to save shields for Drapion if possible. And good for Psychic here as well, because you have the chance for the defense roll. And it kills anyway. But yeah, even if it's a Stunfisk in the back, like with a shield advantage at this point, Mandibuzz does work. And this Stunfisk matchup is actually where Dark Pulse also comes in very useful. Because Foul Play just does a tiny bit less damage than Dark Pulse. Actually a good bit less damage than Dark Pulse. So you barely do enough with Dark Pulse to knock him out. And I think 3 Dark Pulses plus the Snarls, where with Foul Plays you might need 4. So that's really, really nice. Get off the crunch from the Scarm. Actually get the defense drop as well, which is just massive. Oh, they have a Bastion. And this is looking quite bad. This is looking really, really bad. Bastion on the back is awful. It's awful. But let me tell you, Dark Pulse Mandibuzz right here actually does work. Alright, look at those Dark Pulses already chunking the Bastion. Gonna fire them off right here. But 2 don't even bring him into the yellow. It's kind of pathetic, really. But those smackdowns really aren't doing much as well. At this point, I'm actually outpacing the Bastion damage-wise. So I'm thinking there might still be a chance here. However, probably quite low. We'll see. We'll see. They're gonna have the Stone Edge right here. And I think I barely survive, but I switch into Drapion. And if you notice, alright, you've got to notice. I didn't notice it this during the battle. I actually had enough energy for an aerial ace. You're gonna see that come in later, come into play later in the game. Go throw the crunch right here. In comes the Bastion. I'm hoping this crunch knocks him out. I throw an alignment, hoping to get the denial. I thought it might have been the only win. Unfortunately, I get the smack down through, but it's fair. That's how the game's supposed to work. I get the defense drop even. 1 freaking HP. 1 freaking HP. But I still have the aerial ace, right? I still have the aerial ace. I'm fine. I didn't realize that the aerial ace, alright? I didn't throw it. And it's a tie instead of a win. Yes, that was very dumb. Always, even if you're not sure you have the energy, just tap on the charge move, please. Yes, but I didn't. And it was a tie. That's very stupid. Very stupid. Anyway, this next game, we have a safe switch. Sableye, which is amazing for Mandibuzz. This is also where Dark Pulse comes in handy, because normally 2 Foul Plays, I think barely don't knock out Sableye. But 2 Dark Pulses do. They don't get to another return, which is really, really good. Now, what did they bring in again? What did they lead again? Mr. Oh, yeah, the Ninetales, the Ninetales. I'm actually surprised they switched out their Ninetales from Cofagrigus, because it's really not that bad of a matchup. That is really not that bad of a matchup. But I'm fine with this. I don't bring in Drapion, however. Right? I shouldn't bring in Drapion here, because it's very likely they have a better answer to Cofagrigus in the back. Since they switched out like a decent matchup into a Sableye, yes, I was expecting a really good answer in the back, and that is Scrafty. Scrafty really was Cofagrigus. And with 2 shield advantage, it will also be able to just destroy my Drapion. So this is not looking great. This is really not looking great. But if I can get 3 Sludge Bombs right here, they have to shield 2 of them. And then I can bring him in a range where Shadow Ball knocks him out. Also, throwing Sludge Bomb right there, definitely a mistake, because they're 100% shielding. Like this Sludge Bomb, mistake. Because I could have just gone for the crunch, they would have shielded, basically 100% of the time, and I might have gotten a defense roll. And that would have been huge. That would have been really, really huge. So that's a bit of a misplay by me. But look at a Shadow Ball. If I hit another one, I'll be able to take out a Scrafty. Problem is though, Scrafty also has a lot of energy. And 1 boosted Foul Play from his range will definitely take me out. So now it's a race. It's a race to the charge move. We get there. We knock out the Scrafty. But will or Cofagrigus be enough to take out what's left in the back? I'm not sure, because his Ninetales still has some energy too. And health. I get to the Shadow Ball though. Is this enough to take out the Ninetales? This will be very, very close. It is a neutral move, which is a very hard-hitting move, but it's from a Cofagrigus, which is very tanky, not that attack-weighted, but we take him out. That's a great game. Swampert Lead, one that I saw very, very often today, actually. You win the 1 shield here. So what I'm just gonna do is gonna go straight ball. Straight ball. Actually, a problem with this matchup is you get to the second Shadow Ball, 1 Shadow Claw before they get to the 3rd Hydro. And that's only if you're able to sneak in your Shadow Claws, and they're also sneaking their Mudshot. So if the game works as it should, both sneaking in our moves, you get there one before. But I've definitely had it where their Mudshots would sneak through, and then my Shadow Claw doesn't, and you don't reach it. So keep that in mind. That is where Dark Pulse comes in handy as well, because Dark Pulse plus Shadow Ball is one Shadow Claw less than Shadow Ball plus Shadow Ball. Anyway, they actually called the second Shadow Ball on their Drapion, which is a really good move. I'll just bring in my Drapion right here, because I want that to avoid their Swampert, of course. I go for the Sludge. Honestly, another misplay. It does do more, but I was really hoping I could farm down here. But I barely can't. So I gotta go for another Crunch. Would have been better if I just went double Crunch, of course. But either way, it's not a horrible spot, because I'm gonna get off a Crunch right here. They're gonna bring in the Swampert again, but like they've gotta throw fast. The great thing about Drapion is these Crunches come out at like amazing pace. It's 5 Poison Stings, 4 Crunch, which is just crazy fast. So I have to throw soon. They have to throw soon on my Cofagrigus as well. I'll shield this up because I have so much energy and I want to get out the Shadow Ball. At this point, it's really gonna matter what's in the back. If it's like Skarmory, which is often paired with Swampert, this will be quite rough. This will be quite rough. Ooh, I tried to get to another Shadow Ball, but amazing counting by my opponent right there, throwing right before I can get there. They have a good chunk of energy here. They have a good chunk of energy. They throw one Hydro. At this point, I think I try to farm down, because I am expecting Skarmory in the back, as is usually the case with a Swampert lead. I do manage to farm him down, and if I get off 3 Dark Pulses versus this Skarm, should be enough to take him out. I overcharge right there, which is not very smart. You should always fire right before you get the 2 Dark Pulses. Otherwise, you'll waste a bit of energy. Don't think it will matter. And do it again. Do I not learn? You always should throw your Dark Pulses before you get to 100. I don't think it matters though. Oh, in this case it really doesn't matter because I was just doubling up. But the first time, yes, definitely. Because maybe it would have taken one more snore, but I take him out here. Just take him out there with 3 Dark Pulses. You can't do that with Foul Play, so. Alright. Unovan, Stunfisk into Cofagrigus. This is pretty good for me, actually. Guys, this thing sucks for my backline. This thing really sucks for my backline. I bring in Skarmory as well. Just gonna bring in Mandy. We have a bunch of lag. Yikes. Again, going for the Dark Pulses right here. But yes, I really don't like seeing Unovan, Stunfisk in the back. So I really enjoy. We sold the lead right there. Gonna go for another Dark Pulse. They're throwing a move right there. Hopefully it's a Brave Bird. That'd be nice. Because then the Dark Pulse will knock out. Maybe I should have farmed up more. But like, they were already at 100. I was hoping to, like they were at 100. So I was hoping to see him tie a Brave Bird right there. Fortunately, they also deny my move. That sucks. Because I think I might not be able to snarl down now. No, they just Brave Bird. I did better. I really should have shooted that, I guess. Really should have shooted that because I needed Switch. Bringing their Haunter. They gave up Switch. They would have had their Haunter against my Cofagrigus, which is great, but not bad. But they would have had their Stunfisk versus my Drapion, which is insane. I'm just gonna let this go though. At this point, I have a Shadow Ball loaded, so my plan now is to go for the Crunch immediately, hopefully. Oh no, overfarm by 1, hoping to deny. Or this is one before their next Shadow Punch, actually. They have a Shadow Punch loaded right now, but I think they don't throw immediately. So I was hoping to snipe at the Shadow Ball before they could fire their Shadow Punch, but they threw their Shadow Punch immediately, which is crazy. And I'm forced to shield, which is actually quite bad. It's actually quite bad, because Unovan Stunfisk is loaded. It's loaded on energy, it's very tanky, it won't die to a Shadow Ball. And these moves will add up. These moves will add up. 1 Discharge, actually was a very good chunk, more than I was hoping for. Luckily their shields are down, so I can just safely go for Shadow Balls right here. And hopefully it does enough. Hopefully it does enough. Also, I don't really have energy on Drapion. You see me like stand still there for a second. I actually waited until they threw their Thunder Shock, so I could be sure. I hit it. Tried to catch right here. They do throw their move actually. Basically immediately, which is good. At this point, I just have to hope I can farm down. Come on, farm him down, farm him down, farm 1 HP and they get there. Well played by them. Very well played by them. Close game. I think I could have played it a little better. I think I should not have done that switch. I should have just stayed in with Drapion until Haunter threw a move, I think. And then went in Cofagrigus. It was just unnecessarily risky, probably. Because I had that win in the bag. Anyway, next game, another Swampert lead. We seem to be tied on that move right there, which is beautiful, because in that case, you know, we both basically deny each other's move because you throw at the same time. That's amazing. That's even. That's supposed to work. I make a dumb mistake and I overfarm by one. I didn't mean to overfarm by one, but I actually accidentally didn't press the charge move. And now I have to use another shield, and then they let their Swampert go, and I'm shields down. This is not great. This is not great, but I'll be able to get a Shadow Ball on this Skarmory, which is quite huge. And then I also have alignment, so I can get my Mandibuzz on this Skarm, which is quite nice. And also, usually with this line, it's a Sableye. A lot of the time with this line, it's a Sableye. Swampert, Sableye, Skarm, very common. So, in that case, I'm very good. I'm very good in this position. Gotta go for the Aerial Ace. I thought he needed one more for the Brave Bird, so I was gonna throw one before it, but unfortunately they did have it already. So we end up seeing me dying. It's not looking that great. Unless it's a Sableye. If it's a Sableye, I'm in a good spot. I think I just go straight to the into Drapion. No, throw Dark Pulse first, which makes a lot of sense. This will put a good dent into the Sableye. They decide to no shield. Basically puts it in crunch range. And since I'm so spammy, and Drapion's also kind of tanky-ish. Well, it's not that tanky, but it's tanky enough to where it can tank a return. I'm not really worried here, because they need a return and Foul Play to knock me out, but they won't get there. Look at this, deep into the red, don't get there. This is also, by the way, why I think regular Drapion is better than Shadow, because Shadow would not have survived that. Alright, the Galvantula Lead, unfortunately we desync at the start, so we miss one turn, which ends up in us missing one Shadow Claw right here, which kind of stinks. But then they desync a turn right here, and they miss like half the Volt Switch because of that. So in the end, it's basically fair. We're basically even now, which kind of sucks. Well, we're even, which is good, but the way we got uneven, and never even is kind of crap. Yeah, kind of sucks. But alright, anyway, doesn't affect the battle at all, I guess. Just gonna let my Coffin go into Drapion, crunch it, because I get there 2 turns before I get to their move. And then what's in the back? A Stunfisk. I mean, we do have a shield advantage right here, but Stunfisk in the back is hard. Beats both, or just destroys Drapion, to be honest. And Mandibuzz, it's actually kind of a close matchup. I catch the Earthquake right here, which makes it really, really much better. If I didn't get that catch, they would have had a lot of energy to throw at me, like in Rock Slides. And now I'm gonna shoot this up. They're staying in, which well, makes sense, because this is usually people's Mandibuzz counter. But I am assuming that this is the thing that will hit me the hardest, so I'm shooting those Rock Slides, getting off the Dark Pulse. In this case, I guess Foul Play would have been better, because, you know, 2 Foul Plays would not come out as well. 2 Dark Pulse is a bit of overkill, but usually in a full health Stunfisk, Dark Pulse is very nice. Am I gonna farm this down? Then forget everything I'm saying, because then Dark Pulse was definitely the move. Oh man, look at Dark Pulse go! Yes, Dark Pulse the way. I told you all, and it's from the start back then. It's over. Very nice. All right, this is the final match, and this is just to show, yeah, how dumb this game can be sometimes. We already start off with a bunch of lag. I think it's mutual. I think he did end up getting all his mutual tin, but it's just a lot of lag. I get off one Shadow Ball. I no shield this Hydro Cannon. I go for another Shadow Ball, and I didn't even throw another Hydro Cannon. Well, they should have been almost close to 2. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I think you might have just lagged a lot right there. I'm now 2 shields up. Swampert is there, still with a bunch of energy. I go in with my Mandibuzz. They bring in Lapras, and I really think I should have thrown a Dark Pulse before it. Go for the crunch right here, which will hurt the Lapras a lot. No defense drop, unfortunately. I think another crunch at this range will knock him out. Now, since he switched out, I'm kind of expecting another Mandibuzz answer in the back. However, I have to kill this, or I have to let my Drapion go, because that Swampert is loaded and it's really not gonna do anything versus it. So I'm just gonna have to hope Mandibuzz can sweep. I get off this crunch, farm it down. This Swampert can't farm me down. I'll get to normal with Skarmory in the back. And at this point, I think I still have a shot. I mean, I have a Mandy with energy. 3 Dark Pulses knock him out. And look at this. I tapped my Dark Pulse, alright? We'll do this again. We'll do it again. Alright, we'll do it again. I tapped my Dark Pulse. It didn't fire. And because of that, they were able to switch in their Swampert. This Dark Pulse should have hit on the Swampert before they threw a Hydro Cannon. But for some reason, it just did not fire. I have to press it again to fire it, which is just stupid. And that ends up losing me the game, unfortunately. Well, my opponent actually makes a really good call here as well. They Brave Bird, which is very smart. So well played by my opponent. Nothing they could have done there, but like this whole game was just kind of scuffed. You know, we had lag at the start, it messed things up, and then we had desync, no, we had a refund, a charge move refund at the end. And then also, like, a lot of pause with denials and stuff. Like, it just shows why you shouldn't really take this game too seriously all the time. And, well, I really hope this stuff does get fixed up, because these kind of battles do really ruin Go Battle League sometimes. Anyway, the rest of the battles were fun, I think. So that was great. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright.